The major driver between the Turkey Gulf de-escalation, particularly the Turkish-UAE de-escalation, are actually related to the larger de-escalation process that is ongoing across the region. The first reason is the U.S. withdrawal and the new Biden administration, because the U.S. is sending message to all its regional allies to de-escalate. And secondly, it's not only the U.S. is asking for de-escalation, the U.S. is downsizing its regional security commitments. That makes everyone to look for, to go for hedging options. And that's why you see actually the regional states are trying to once again engage in dialogue with each other, engaging more with countries like Russia and China, and you see this across the region. So the secondly has to do with the idea of the Arab Spring and then the political Islam, because these two files has been the most contentious between the regional actors. Right now, these two files are not as important as they used to be. It's not as explosive as it used to be. In a sense, the region is entering a post-Arab Spring era with new agenda, and we need new files to talk about. The thirdly is related to the U.S. idea to go back to Iran nuclear deal. Because during the Trump, the U.S. trying to create so-called the Arab NATO with an anti-Iran platform, but it was also actually implicit the anti-Turkey as well too. That was a factor in the regional escalation. Now the fact that there is some form of engagement between the Iran and the West is leading to many regional actors to once again to re-engage with each other. So it affects the intra and then the inter-regional blocks calculation. But what should we anticipate for the future of this de-escalation? First and foremost, this is not a normalization. There is still a large gap between the de-escalation and normalization and cooperation. So this is a de-escalation. Secondly, the regional conflict spots still can be explosive, be it the Libya, be it the Eastern Mediterranean, be it the Syria. That can once again ignite the tension across the region. But at this stage, this de-escalation will be very significantly economy focused. So the economy as a subject of cooperation, but as a subject of, as a non-contentious subject, will be the major file that they will be talking about. And the geopolitical files will show us the limit and the depth of this de-escalation across the region.